Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera, hello and welcome to Dare to Speak. Semua pasti setuju dengan ungkapan, kesehatan adalah hal yang sangat penting dalam hidup ini. Yap, kita bisa saja kaya raya, punya banyak uang, punya rumah dan mobil yang bagus, dan lain sebagainya. Tapi, kalau kita nggak sehat, semua harta benda tadi seakan-akan tak ada artinya lagi. Today, I will share you my friend's inspirational story. He survived from the thyroid cancer in 2015. Now he lives in a good and healthy lifestyle. Not only that, he also dedicates his life for the healthy environment by doing small campaign and socialization on how to segregate the dry waste and wet waste in his communities. I hope that his story can inspire everybody to do good things on their own way. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share buttons. Don't worry, subscribe is free. Okay, Dare to Speak starts now.
Hello, bro Risman. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Adib. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Depok City, west of I live here.
Okay. So, guys, actually, me and bro Risman, we work at the same company, but we never work at the same office. So, this is our first time to meet each other. And I want to say thank you to bro Risman for your time. You know what? I know the story about you. So I know that you have an interesting
good one or a bad
story,
one?
and it's a good one.
Oh,
Actually, it's an inspirational story for me.
okay, hopefully.
So today I want to talk about that. Could you please share a little bit about you for our audience out there so they can know you a little bit better?
Okay, so my name is Risman by Asmoro. You can call me Risman. I'm a father of two daughters. The biggest one live with my parents in Yogyakarta. I am originally from Yogyakarta, but now I live in Depok, Jawa Barat with my wife and my youngest daughter. She will turn 3 this coming December 24. I started working in the same company as Adib since 2000, and then in 2008 I got promoted to crew officer, and then have the same position ever since until now. So that was a little bit about me.
What is your activity lately? I heard that you are a speaker for environmental issue seminars.
Well, it's not really a speaker yet though, but I did 2 times. I call it socialization or something like that. First, I talk in a small society, in a rukun warga, so in front of communities. And then the second times I did the talk in a church where my friend always do the praying there. Just a small talk about waste management that I learned during my break from the company. At the time, I started a small business in the waste industry, more into recycling industry, but this is more into collecting recycle stuffs. Well, in Indonesia, we call it rongsok. Most people know about rongsok better, but better words, we call it recycling industry. I bought recycle stuffs like, for example, papers, plastics, irons, or metals, any kinds. Basically, they are all dry waste. I call it better as non-organic waste. But then I had to leave my business in the waste industries because I had to return back to the ship to get more money. I mean, like to expand my future business or something. And then recently, my wife started a business in selling frozen foods. And then now we have 3 freezers, thank God. And yeah, so far since February 2020 until now, it's the business is still running.
I want to know the detail of what you do in that waste recycling. What do you do with that?
Okay, at the moment I'm not doing that waste business yet because I left it in Yogyakarta. Yeah, but the daily routine, I had a few. I call them a client who contacted me. Hey Risman, I have now papers or I have plastics like plastic bottles. can you pick them up? So I went to their home. I also did a few small companies as well contacted me to pick up their dry waste as well. So I went to their place, pick them up, put them on the scale, and then pay them based on the price of the items, and I put them back to my warehouse, and then I split them again, separate them. The dry waste, they are divided into a few parts, like for example plastic kinds or metal kinds and paper kinds, and then I sell them again later on to the third party. And then the third party, usually they are more specific, and after that they will send them to the recycling factories. So my part is just a small part from the big industries in recycling activities. But what I want to campaign in the future to continuously educate our society is how we segregate or separate between the dry waste and the wet waste or non-organic or unorganic waste. Because if we separate them, it will be more useful for our environment.
Wow, that's a lot of great information for everybody who watched this video. Please start to segregate your waste.
That's
if you
right,
cannot recycle it because you are, of course, at home, you don't have that tools or something like that, at least please segregate so someone can, have easy work for that.
That's correct.
That's very, very good movement that you do, campaign for the healthy environment.
Thank you.
Now I want to ask you something else that may be a little bit sensitive, but hopefully not.
Okay.
I heard that you are a cancer survivor. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. May I know how has it started and how did you feel at the time?
So it started in 2015 when I was on board, around 3 months on board. I felt like there was a lump, a small lump like this big, close to my Adam's apple here on the right part. So whenever I swallow, I feel hurts on my throat. I thought it was just a sore throat or something, and then I went to the infirmary and then to see the doctor on the ship. The doctor, she was really worried, and then on that day she sent me to the hospital in Ketchikan, Alaska, and then they did ultrasound on my neck and then also blood sample, and then from the blood sample they found out that I had hyperthyroid. What it means is that and the thyroid gland that I had produced too much, and then for whatever reason it was not distributed correctly into my entire body, so it became hyper. So I went back to the ship with that result, and in a few days when we arrived in Vancouver, they sent me again to the hospital to do two options. They need to do the biopsy. Biopsy is taking a sample from the thyroid gland to see more about it. But then at the time we could not find any doctor that could do any biopsy at the time. So the second option is to do the surgery. And then to do the surgery, the doctor asked me whether I wanted to do it abroad or at home. So I decided to do it at home so that I can be by my family. So they flew me home, and then once I arrived home, I was asked to go to the hospital, and then the doctor did some research, and then they could not decide the surgery right away because I was hyperthyroid. So the doctor needed to lower or to neutral my hormone first before doing the surgery, because if they did the surgery during the hyperthyroid, it was really dangerous for my health. It could happen to be what it is called thyroid storm if they did that. So they gave me medicine to lower the hormone, and then it took about 2 months to finally they did the surgery back in December 2015. The surgery took about 7 hours in total because the doctor needed to do extra work on my neck here. They did a surgery from here and then more above here because there was also getah bening also, kelenjar getah bening. I forgot what it is in English. After the surgery, the doctor took the glands and then checked in the laboratory, and then they found out that there was a cancer. Luckily, it was still stadium 1 or on the early stage of cancer stadium. So it wasn't that dangerous yet, but I was so lucky that I did the surgery at the time. And then after that, I did the treatment for about a year and a few therapies and etc. So from there, the doctor also can call me that I survived from the cancer. And then here I am still in this shape. That's right. So after the surgery, the strange thing is that I didn't feel pain on my neck from the place where the doctor did the surgery. What I felt pain was on my back here. And then when I woke up, I asked the doctor and told me, oh, well, it hurts at first because I put like pillow or something underneath your back during the process. So the doctor then gave me the pain relief, and from there I cannot really lift completely my right hand like the same like right now, right? But at that time it was worse situation, so they had to do treatment on that one as well.
Then what did you do with that back pain? I heard that you have special techniques to recover that.
So I had that back pain, lower back pain from 2013 until 2017, and then it was really painful. I started having it on the ship when I lifted our passport box from the office. That's where the back pain started. That's why we had lower back training on the ship, right? But
Exactly.
I didn't do that correctly, so it was my mistake. And then ever since 2013, I kept looking for a treatment or medicine to release, because it was really painful every single day. Even I brought like wood, if you know the masseuse who does it with the wood. So I brought it everywhere I go, because every single day I felt the pain. I went to the doctor, and then they did x-rays, and then they said that there was something on my lumbar bones or whatever they call it. And then I did acupuncture, you know, with the needles, and then put a small voltage of electricity, and then took medicine from the doctors. It works just a few days, but it came back most of the times. For 4 years, I had the pain almost every single day. So during that time, I also browsed on the internet, on the social medias, until finally I found Mas Eko. He lives in Pontianak, West Kalimantan, who had a method of breathing technique, breathing exercise. He gave me this method, and then just like a week I did that, I felt the pain got away, and then ever since I keep doing this breathing exercise to maintain my stamina and health so far until now.
You said it's breathing exercise or breathing technique, but I just know that breathing is just breathing. I don't know if there is any technique. So could you please explain what that breathing technique is?
That is correct. I cannot really say it in here, but if we meet up someday, I can share you the technique for free. So I won't charge anything. You don't need to buy any medicine. You don't need to buy any products. But I cannot share it on public like this. Basically, this is the same like when we do exercise. We breathe every single day. We were born until we die, we breathe. But using the better method, what I believe is if we do it, we can absorb oxygen much better than when we do our regular breathing. That is first. Second, by doing this breathing exercise, we can increase our pH or potential hydrogen. By increasing our pH level to the higher or to the alkali or basic, then the virus and the bacteria, they don't live in those areas of our body, and it can help our health. Basically, this breathing exercise is a way of how we absorb more oxygen better than if we just do the regular breathing.
Do you know what kind of disease or what kind of concern that this breathing exercise can cure, maybe?
What I feel, first, I got my lower back pain went away. The second, in the past, ever since I was in a junior high school, I was easily to get fever. I was easily to get flu. But then after doing this breathing exercise, well, my wife and my family are the witness, I felt better. I had a better immune system or something like that. In the past, I just did a physical exercises sometimes, though it's not showing from my body because my tummy is getting bigger and bigger now. But then when I feel that this one gives more result, now I do more breathing exercise than physical exercise.
I want to know, from all those experience with the cancer, with the back pain, with all this health concern that you had, what is the biggest lesson?
The biggest lessons is that health is really, really important. We can be rich, we can have money, we can have nice house, nice cars, but if we don't have a good health, then soon those physical wealth will just went away. That's why I don't mind sharing this experience that I have freely to my friends or to whoever wants to know this.
Last one. This has been a great conversation. You give a lot of good information. Thank you so much. But the last one, could you please give some motivation to, maybe we have some friends out there who are still suffer from the cancer, any kinds of cancer. Could you please give them motivation?
Yeah, I think about cancer, first we just need to follow what the doctor advised us to do. And to me, because the doctor removed my 2 thyroid glands, so I have to take medicine every single day for the rest of my life. So,
wow.
Well, this is not like medicine for a disease. It's just like a replacement of the hormone, because my body cannot produce that hormone anymore. So yeah, to all those cancer survivors, just keep doing what the doctor advised us to do, and then keep a healthy life, have better foods, drinks, and better environment, and also exercise, both physically or breathing exercise. So in general, yeah, stay positive thinking, and be happy, keep exercising, do some activities, even though we cannot really do much activities outdoors, but keep ourselves active.
All right, so thank you so much, Risman.
Thank you too, Adib.
I think this is great meeting, so thank you so much.
I'm so honored to be in your YouTube channel.
Me too, actually.
Hopefully this content can be useful for whoever needs the information.
Amen. Take care, stay healthy for you and your family. All right. Thank you so much. I hope to see you someday, okay?
Yeah, hopefully we can work on the same ship as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Adib.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.